themselves, like, I don't know, like in her throat again. So I was like, no, don't do that. So I'm thinking of what I should do. I text Danielle. I'm just like, I'm freaking out. Finally, I call the prompt care, and they were like, yeah, we'd like, she needs to come down here. They're big enough that we want to induce her vomiting, but we also want to coat her throat to where it'll be easy for them to come back out, because if they go out the other way, it could, really hurt her intestinal tract and her butt. And I was like, okay, all right. So I got her in the car. We're in the car. We're on the way. I'm talking to her the whole time, barely paying attention to the road. I'm just looking at her in the rearview mirror. And then all of a sudden, like, I look away for 1 second to fucking drive. And all of a sudden I hear, and the first sound terrified me to death. Like she had just died or choked or out of breath. The second sound I felt really, really good about, because it was 2 quarters hitting the plastic back of my headrest. And then hearing them tink, tink on the ground. It was just like, wow. And I pulled over and I looked back at her, and the color, like had returned to her face. The calmness had returned to her face. I was like, are you okay? And we sat there for a little bit, and she was like, I don't feel like I have to throw up anymore, Dad. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to go home. And if you ever feel like you need to throw up, I need to know about it immediately, okay? She's like, okay. And I was like, and for the rest of the night, you are not leaving my side at all, ever. You go to the bathroom, I'm with you. Understood? She's like, yeah. Third of all, you're 7 years old. 7. Why are you playing with money in your mouth? Outside of you dying, the disappointment that you would think that's okay is like real close to there. I mean, you know better than that. Your little brother is 4 and he knows better than that. What are you thinking? I wasn't thinking. And I was like, not to mention, money is the dirtiest thing in the world. You understand that, right? And she's like, no. And I was like, well, think about it, Grace. How many people do you think touched those quarters? She's like, I don't know. I was like, exactly. You don't know. There are so many people. They don't have car washes for coins. They don't wash coins at the bank. They don't wash money. You'll hear about laundering money later in life, but that's not what it means. Nobody cleans their money. Well, except for Joe. He dusts them, but nobody cleans money, Grace. So every single hand that touches it, let's see. And so I was like, let's get home. So we got home. I got in the back seat, and I found the 2 quarters. Now, I don't know if they were just the cleanest quarters I had ever owned in my life, or if the stomach acid that it had been sitting in for, I don't know, probably 30 minutes just cleaned them. But these are the shiniest, cleanest quarters I had ever seen in my life. It's unbelievable. I had no idea that stomach acid could make them shine like that. But now I do. I look on both quarters, and the oldest quarter was from 1981. I said, Grace, this quarter is older than your mom by 4 years. This quarter has been in circulation for 34 years. Which means that for 34 years, people have been touching it all over the world. And you just put it in your mouth. So, I mean, it was hard because I didn't want to give her a hard time. But it was also hard not to enforce like a lesson. Like I wanted her to make sure that she learned a couple of lessons. About money, about things in your mouth, definitely about things in your mouth. I mean, when she's 6, I'm going to lose my mind. But, like, and I really honestly didn't really need to, because she was shooken up enough about it. I mean, I really saw the the threat of death and of dying in her eyes. Even after she got them out. So it was not easy. It was like I said, I've had a very interesting week. And then coming up, I'm going to tell you about another story that I've got for you. Thank you guys for listening to the Bill and Joe Show. Sticking with Bill, riding solo this week. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Bill and Joe Show. Whatever.
All right, guys, we all know that I am a big fan of drinking. Well, Peter Marco is attempting to restart a family tradition from over 3 centuries ago, creating high-quality Caribbean rum using only the finest ingredients. Go to Kickstarter.com and search for Marco, Markoe, Bay Rum. It's high-quality rum with a 3-century-old tradition, revitalized, rebranded. Sounds like a fantastic idea. Marco is attempting to start the family business back up again and intends to raise the finances required to do so via Kickstarter. He aims to recreate the famously flavorsome rums of old, but price them competitively so that everybody can enjoy them. We all got to love a deal. He believes that it's important that his brand is authentic Caribbean rum and hopes to carry on the proud legacy of producing premium quality rum. And this is somebody who's trying to pick up his family's business. That is awesome. Go to Kickstarter.com and search for Marco Bay Rum, Markoe Bay Rum. Stop foreclosure now and walk away with cash in your pocket. Foreclosures can stay on your credit for years and you lose everything. We will give you the fast cash offer and you can walk away with cash in your pocket. Just visit them at paidcashforhouses.com. No obligation. Again, that's paidcashforhouses.com. One more time, that's paidcashforhouses.com. Stop foreclosure now. Gamers, I got a new YouTube channel you got to check out. It's called Gamer Guy KSPMC. So one word, Gamer Guy KSPMC. And he does a bunch of video reviews, and they all seem pretty interesting. Minecraft, killing villagers. I'm a freaking millionaire. What? Minecraft videos, Kerbal Space Program, and RoboCraft. You can find him on YouTube. Again, that's Gamer Guy KSPMC, and he's got 76 subscribers, so he knows what he's doing. He's got a ton of videos and a ton of playlists. It's just really interesting stuff, and I've only watched a couple of them. I'm going to watch a couple more, but he does like a bunch of reviews and like you can just watch little snippets of him playing games, and it's really entertaining. And I'm a gamer, so this is automatically like in my wheelhouse. And if you're a gamer, go check him out. Go to youtube.com and search for Gamer Guy KSPMC. Okay, guys, I got this new motivational kind of website to tell you about. It is called launchthehustle.com. Now, they're branding themselves, and now's a good time to get a hold of them because they've got new gear for sale, and their branding is really, really cool. It's like a vision, motivation, action, kind of thing, and they've got a podcast that's going to be launching in the middle of 2016. You can grab a gear, join the crew, show us how you hustle, and you can share your story right on their website. They have free prize giveaways, social media links. They got everything that you need. Facebook, if you want to find them, you can go to Launch the Hustle. Just search for Launch the Hustle on Facebook. They also have a Twitter, a Tumblr, an Instagram. I mean, they've got everything that you would need, and it seems like a really cool place for you to go where you can not only win prizes, but you can also sign up for, a podcast release. You can get information on that. A book is coming soon. They've got a whole bunch of things that are going on, and now's the time to get them because they're, building it from the ground up, and now's the time to go there. So go to launchthehustle.com.
You're listening to the Bill and Joe Show. Whatever.
And welcome back to the Bill and Joe Show. We are brought to you by rundumbfun.com. Make sure to check them out. So as I had mentioned in the previous segment, my wife and I We've made some very strong steps, both individually in our own lives and together in our joint one, where we're trying to maybe see if we can make it work. Now, as anybody who's been separated knows, that there's going to be this time frame, and sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a month. Me and Danielle have gone through pretty much every span of being done. Like, separation, if you're considering I would say get a divorce or don't. It's one or the other, because there's nothing more frustrating than separation. It's bullshit. It really is. I mean, it is just a way for you both to be as single as you fucking want, but still be able to claim each other on your taxes. It's just bullshit. I don't see the purpose in it. All it does is create separation lawyers. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not that kind of... I mean, I understand that there are people that are undecisive. I'm not that guy. But I mean, like, in separation, yes, I found myself a couple of times being like, I really can't do this anymore. Like, I cannot continue with the up and down, because that's all it does. Like, you have up and downs in every relationship. If you don't fight in your relationship, then your relationship is shit. And I don't mean like the first couple of months, like during the the lovebird phase and stuff like that. No, if you guys are fighting already during then, unless it's like stupid fighting, like, I'm jealous that you talked to them, I mean, that's pretty natural. But if you have a relationship, or if you're married and you guys don't fight, then I'm sorry, you got more problems than I've ever had. We've always fought. Me and Brittany sometimes we fought just because we were so tired of being fucking happy. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but like, it just, it adds a different dimension. Like, it's not healthy if you're constantly, I love you, babe, I love you too, oh my God, here we are, yay. It's just not healthy. So, during some of the downtimes, I joined, the regular dating sites, and so did Danielle. Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Bumble. There's another Match. Yeah, I mean, there's a million of them that you can choose from. And guys, I'm here to tell you, it's a waste of your time. I mean, unless you're looking for something to literally kill time with. But if you're looking to meet somebody, these are not the places to go. Ladies, these are not the places to go. It just isn't. I mean, maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe I don't get it. But I feel like if you're a woman and you're on these sites, first of all, you're going to get bombarded. You are just going to get, wow. You won't have enough hours in the day. And guys, if you're on these sites, any girl that you're interested in will be, in a relationship or something. And you don't even know if you're interested. You just know you think she looks kind of cute. So and she never writes to, maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people have success on it. I see the commercials. I don't know. But, so yeah, I've been doing that, and Danielle asked me if I hadn't. I was honest. I told her about all of them, and I was like, I hardly use them because it's pointless as a guy to use these fucking things. Unless you want to lower your standards so fucking low that it's just the point of going out on a date so you can, feel like you accomplished something, which, I mean, sometimes you have to. But not for me. I didn't enjoy them. So I'm at work the other day, and I am working with this girl, and we have a lot in common. She likes to work out. She found the podcast pretty interesting. We talked about that. She wanted to know more about that because she had never heard of that. Then she told me that she likes drinking all kinds of wine. She's like a wine connoisseur, I guess. I don't know. So I offhandedly mentioned, like, we should go grab wine after work. I was just tired. I didn't want to go home to an empty house. You know what I mean? So she was like, "No, I can't tonight. I'm busy." I was like, "Oh, well, okay, whatever. Not a big deal, right?"